All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a presentation by our platinum sponsors. That is the Bank of Industry. Are we ready for that presentation? Please, we invite them as they come forward for the presentation. Let's give them a resounding applause as well, please. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hela Madagoje. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol, please. So, Bank of Industry, formerly known as NIDB, was incorporated in 1964 and was restructured in 2001 as a BOI, that's Bank of Industry. So our vision is to be Africa's leading development finance institution operating under global best practices. And our mission is to transform Nigeria's industrial sector by providing financial and business support services to enterprises. We have a mandate, like every other organization, to provide financial assistance for the establishment of large, medium, and small projects, as well as expansion, diversification, and modernization of existing enterprises, and rehabilitation of existing ones. So Bank of Industry, we are open to all, and then as much as we are open to all, we have criteria in selecting the businesses we fund. Our major developmental strategy targets achievement of industrialization by promoting and supporting entrepreneurship in core sectors of the Nigerian economy. So some of the criteria we consider as follows. We consider women and youth empowerment programs. We consider international quality for export earnings. We consider relatively lower interest rates. I think that's our selling point. We also try to encourage innovative financing solutions. We also consider job and value creation. So if you approach us to get a loan, we would consider how valuable your business will be to the Nigerian populace. We do not just want to empower a single person, so we would likely lean towards supporting a business that will create extra jobs to 3, 4, 10, 7, 20 than to promote or finance a trader that will just empower himself and probably his immediate family alone. So we also encourage backward and forward integration. We also encourage our customers to leverage on the local, so in the agricultural sector, for example, we encourage our customers to leverage on the local farmers instead of importing raw materials from other countries. So those are some criteria we check before we approve your project or business. Some of the sectors we actually the cost sectors we work with at the moment are the agro and food processing, oil and gas, solid minerals, healthcare and petrochemicals, engineering and technology, creative industries, renewable energy, education, supply chain and logistics. So BOI has developed a lot of products, especially for the youth. Mr. Remy here came and spoke about the insecurity we're all experiencing in the nation. It's not news to any of us. We know how insecure we are in the physical and even in the cyberspace. And we believe in the Bank of Industry that our youth actually have the solutions, the technical solutions to solve some of these issues in line with our experts who are already fighting this corrupt people or the bandits and so on. Sorry, I don't want to talk much on that. But yes, Bank of Industry have decided to create enabling environment for youth in form of tech hubs. We've sponsored about 10 tech hubs now across 5 states. We have products, we have funds for youth to leverage on. So if you have as startups, you can approach the Bank of Industry and get loans. We have tech hubs across. There are actually more information on this. I don't have much time. I would have broken down on that, but yes, my colleagues will share. Sorry, we came with some flyers. We have some information on the flyers, especially on the processes of accessing loans from the Bank of Industry as youth. Our tech hub is actually centered on creating enabling environment for startups, especially to coexist and create an ecosystem where solutions would be birthed. We have 3 in Lagos, 1 in Kaduna, 1 in Kebbi, 2 in Bayelsa, and we're still opening up in other states. Eventually, we envisage to have at least 1 tech hub in each state in Nigeria. So some of the funds we have for youth are the Youth Ignite, some of the programs, are the Youth Ignite program, the Youth Entrepreneurship Support Program, the Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund. Most of these funds are actually below the expected interest rates. We made it so dicey and easy for them to be able to pay back, just to encourage them to be able to innovate and promote their businesses. So the Bank of Industry is also working with the Central Bank on a tertiary institutions entrepreneurship scheme. It's called TIES. It's actually targeted on the graduates from Nigerian polytechnics or universities and so on. So graduates from higher institutions, from tertiary institutions, can actually come under this program and access a limit of 5 million naira for registered business names and 25 million naira for limited liability companies. The interest rate was capped on 5%, but it would be revisited and increased to 9%. It's actually a CBN initiative, but managed by the Bank of Industry. So each obligor will have a maximum of 5 years loan tenure if your project has been approved. The site or the website you can access this is the cbnties.com.ng. So whoever is interested can actually go to that address and fill in the information that he needs to. And after a certain level of checks, you might be approved and access your funds to finance whatever business it is I think CBN made it clear that the areas they are focusing in right now is the agriculture, IT, creative arts, and the science and technology sector. So if you fall within those sectors, you are eligible to apply for the TIES program. Another program that Bank of Industry has sponsored for tertiary institutions is the UNILAG seed funding program. So Bank of Industry has partnered with the University of Lagos. It actually built a hub at first, and then the bank decided to keep some funds aside for businesses that would emerge from those hubs. So eventually, we don't want to just create the enabling environment, and then if you have a viable business idea, you're just there lost and do not know what to do with it. So those are the initiatives that Bank of Industry have at the moment. We've partnered with Vertebra Tech Hub. They are the ones managing almost all the tech hubs across the country. Apollo Global Innovation Hub as well. We're still working with them to develop more of these hubs, especially in the universities and eventually in all the states, like I said earlier. So the flyer my colleagues just shared with you now have a list of the checklists, I think at the back. Sorry, can I go this? So we have a list of checklists that you need to be able to access money from Bank of Industry. But for the special funds, you don't actually need as much as this, but this is just like a guideline for you, yes. At the moment, we have 30 state offices nationwide, but our head office is still in Lagos Marina. We have a corporate office here in the Central Business District, Herbert Macaulay. If there's any more questions or if you need more information, you can check us out at www.boi.ng. Thank you very much.